The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart.
Geno Auriemma once called Caitlin Clark's supporters delusional, but fast forward to today, and those same fans are witnessing Clark's dominance in the WNBA. She's shattered 62 records, claimed Rookie of the Year honors, and made history as the first rookie in 16 years to be named to the All-WNBA first team. But here's the kicker. It's not just her fans rallying behind her anymore. As Clark continues to rewrite the record books, her impact on the league is undeniable. What was once dismissed as hype has transformed into pure, undeniable greatness. It's not just the supporters who were vocal from the start. Even skeptics are beginning to recognize the force that Caitlin Clark has become in women's basketball.
There were actually odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from the beginning.
Stephanie White, the Indiana Fever's new head coach, just made some bold statements that couldn't be more different from Geno Auriemma's earlier criticisms of Caitlin Clark. White's perspective on Clark is so glowing, it'll make you wonder if Auriemma was even talking about the same player. By the end of this video, we'll dive into the key off-season goals Coach Steph and Caitlin are focusing on to ensure they dominate next season. Geno's comments: yeah, they've aged about as well as spoiled milk. Want to know what Coach White said that's got everyone talking? Keep watching.
So if you're a WNBA player, and believe me, I've coached the best, and I've pissed them off a lot, and they let me know about it. But they were tremendously disrespected. And none of them are going to say it. But human nature is, okay, this kid's coming into the league.
Imagine this. It's June 2024. Geno Auriemma, the legendary coach of UConn, stirs the pot with some bold words about Caitlin Clark, and suddenly, the entire basketball world takes notice. Auriemma, known for his unfiltered opinions, doesn't mince words. He argues that Clark isn't built for the physicality of the WNBA. His comments strike a chord, reverberating across the sports landscape.
This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie.
Is the legendary coach Geno Auriemma onto something, or has he missed the mark? The air is thick with anticipation as fans, analysts, and players alike wonder if Clark can rise to the challenge. Then the unthinkable happens. Game after game, Caitlin Clark shatters expectations. Her assists soar, her shot becomes nearly unstoppable, and she starts rewriting the record books in ways no one saw coming. The doubt that once lingered begins to fade, replaced by awe. Clark isn't just holding her own, she's dominating, and with every performance, the question shifts. How far can she go? The doubters grow silent as the believers grow louder.
There's a difference between great players and phenomenons. No one ever said Caitlin Clark wasn't, no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenons, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime like this.
Picture this. It's June 2024. Geno Auriemma, the legendary UConn coach, stirs the pot with his bold comments about Caitlin Clark. He claims Clark won't make it in the WNBA, that she's not built for its physical demands. The basketball world listens in disbelief. Auriemma's sharp words cut through the chatter, but little did he know, they would soon be proven wrong in the most spectacular way. As the season unfolds, Caitlin Clark does what few thought possible. She doesn't just break records, she shatters them. 62 WNBA records in her rookie year. 62. The number is staggering, almost too wild to believe, yet it's undeniable. And Diana Taurasi, she called it, Clark was in for a rude awakening. But here's the kicker. It wasn't a rude awakening for Clark, it was for the doubters. Geno's fans are delusional comment. It feels more like a bad prediction now, as Clark continues to dominate, proving the skeptics wrong. But the story doesn't stop there. Enter Stephanie White, the new head coach of the Indiana Fever. White's vision for Clark and the team is worlds apart from Auriemma's harsh critiques. She sees Clark's potential and is ready to take it to new heights. She's a great player with a high basketball IQ. She's adjusted to this league unbelievably fast, White says. Now, it's about helping her become not just a great player, but a great leader. And that's where the magic begins. White isn't just here to coach. She's here to revolutionize. Her strategy: give players freedom within a system. Forget rigid plays and set moves. White wants the Fever to create on the fly. We want to make plays, not run plays, she says, flipping the traditional coaching script. This isn't the old-school style Geno Auriemma is known for. White's approach is one that emphasizes creativity and decision-making. So, what does this mean for Caitlin Clark? It's not just about refining her skills. It's about unlocking her true potential. White and Clark are working hand-in-hand on specific areas: ball handling under pressure, improving her mid-range game, and finishing through contact. These might sound like small tweaks, but for Clark, already one of the best, these improvements will make her unstoppable. But what makes White's coaching different? She doesn't just tell Clark what to do, she listens. White and Clark engage in constant dialogue about basketball, discussing everything from general game strategy to Clark's personal preferences. It's a collaborative effort, and the results speak for themselves. I want her to be as efficient and effective as possible, and for that, we need to think about the game as a whole, White says. Now the question on everyone's mind: will these adjustments translate to on-court success? Will Clark, already a record breaker, reach even greater heights with White's guidance? If their recent training sessions have any indication, the answer is a resounding yes. In a video that's gone viral, Clark is seen working with White on 3 key areas: ball handling in tight spaces, adding a mid-range jumper to her arsenal, and finishing through contact. The result? A new, more complete player who can dominate in every area of the game. But here's the thing: Clark's potential isn't just about numbers. White sees a leader in Clark, someone who can take the Fever to the next level. "I've never seen anyone throw the ball ahead on the break better than her," White says, referencing Clark's unique ability to lead fast breaks. White's plan is clear. She's building around Clark, not just as a scorer, but as a leader who will guide this team to greatness. As the Fever prepare for the 2025 season, their goals are clear: win championships and build a dynasty. White's bold ambition has set the bar high, and with Clark leading the charge, there's no limit to what this team can achieve. The Fever may have just ended an 8-year playoff drought, but White isn't satisfied with just making the postseason. Her eyes are set on the ultimate prize: multiple championships. With Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston, the Fever have a trio that could redefine the future of women's basketball. This team is hungry, and with White's leadership, they're poised to dominate for years to come. So, what about those who doubted Clark, like Geno Auriemma? While he questioned whether she could thrive in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark has already proven she's built for it. No, she's built to dominate it. And with Stephanie White at the helm, the Indiana Fever are ready to rewrite the future of the WNBA.